So I promised a while back when I worked on my John Renault January to remove or to kind of tame down some of the Permatease that I would do a video showing how I did it. This is Gabor Sweet Talk, which is, I wore this one a ton last summer. This I think is in the Rusty Auburn, and I went to put it on the other day, and for some reason, all at once, I've always worn it, but for some reason it seemed like the Permatease was really bothering me. It's a lot. So I thought, well, this would be a good one to show how I did that. So I'm gonna do it to this wig and I'll be right back. I'm back and I'm gonna show you, this is Sweet Talk. I've got her on my cork head and I am gonna show you what I did. I will warn you, if you try this, be sure to use either a steamer, I have a steamer because I may use that too, or a hot comb set on the very lowest setting. Mine goes down to 280 because this is a regular synthetic wig and too much heat will destroy it. I know from experience. I did that with a wig one time. I didn't have a hot comb that went low enough heat, and I was trying to kind of tame the bangs to go down, and I melted those bangs right off. So don't do what I did. But to start with, you can kind of feel as you put your fingers through the hair where the Permatease is. And Permatease is really just a bunch of little short hairs kind of bunched up along the wefting. I don't know, you can kind of see here. And it's to give it fullness or to help it hold a certain style. It comes from like when women used to tease their hair to give it volume, and they do that sometimes on some wigs to help maintain the style, to kind of give it the shape. But some of them, like you can see here, that is Permatease. And I tried this on the John Renault, on the January that I have, and it worked great. And I like her a lot better because she, although I've always loved January, I like her better without so much Permatease. And you can get that when you buy the John Renault, the January that's all hand tied. It doesn't have all that Permatease. And I'm not against Permatease. There are times where I really like it in certain wigs and in certain styles. I just promised to show you how I did it. So I've kind of gotten here along a seam where there's some Permatease, and I'm gonna get it wet with a spray bottle and kind of comb it. You also need to have like a fine tooth comb because that helps too, but the hot comb actually has that too. So when you find where it is, I take very short strokes right there at the root, and I'm just kind of combing through where the Permatease is. And you do want to make sure you use the water because I think that helps with the heat. And you'll see I'm doing it very quickly. I'm not lingering so that I don't burn the hair off. And then one other thing I kind of do sometimes is just use the back of the comb to kind of flatten it more. Like that. So that spot's pretty flat. So I'm gonna go now, try to find the next weft, like a good, like here. Here's another good spot. And you can see there's a lot of Permatease right there. I can kind of feel it on this side too. So I'm going to try to comb this way and this way. So I'm going to spray it with the water, comb it a little bit with the water with just a regular comb. And then use the hot comb. But very, very quickly. And this is actually kind of fine tooth, what you want, because it really gets in there where the Permatease is and kind of flattens it a little. You won't get rid of all the Permatease, but it will be way less noticeable. Now I'm using the back of the comb again. Okay, now I'm gonna go to another row. Yeah, it feels like there's some under there. You really have to go by feel as to where you feel. There's another row with Permatease. Quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my steamer so I can show you how you can do it with that too. So, I'm going to go back a little ways to where it still feels like there's some Permatease. Right here. There's quite a bit at the crown. Oh, it's not steaming yet. It's bubbling, but not steaming yet. Yeah, right here at the crown. Can you see all that Permatease? So with that, I'm gonna try to just steam it, just to show you. You can also just use steam instead of the hot comb. I kind of end up doing a combination of both. Oh yeah, it's steaming. And you can actually see that Permatease starts kind of laying down. And then that's where I use the comb while it's still kind of wet and warm. But once again, do not hold it in one spot very long. Keep it moving. Yeah, that flattened a lot of it there. And so I'm just gonna continue doing this all through the wig. And I will show you the finished product when I'm done. So I'm back and the Permatease has been tamed. Can you tell the difference? She feels a whole lot more natural now and still have all the curls and waves, the bouncy. I mean, I love Sweet Talk. She is a cute wig with lots of curls. She's the way I like the hair, right length and everything. She's a very easy style to wear. And I feel like I'll wear this a lot more because it's not so poofy up here. So I didn't want to film the whole process because it's really long and it would, I mean, it's just kind of a boring going by row of Permatease, row by row of the whole wig. It takes a little while. I mean, I probably spent 10 minutes maybe on it, but you get the gist. I ended up using the steamer for most of the rest of it. Just because I started getting nervous about using the hot comb on it. So, but it was doing fine with the hot comb. You just really have to be careful to go fast enough and to use enough water. So that's it. That's how you do it. So if you've got a wig that you love, but it's maybe too poofy, too much Permatease, so you don't wear it as much as you would, you might try it. Just be careful.